My name is Jenn Fairbank, and I am a yoga teacher. I do a mind-body resistance class here at Sacred Streams, and we do some yoga poses with resistance bands. So we're toning the muscles and also getting some yoga, deep breathing. It's really cool. And I also have my master's in social work, and I do yoga therapy. So I have my licenses as a social worker, but also Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy is a form of therapy that is very individualized. We focus on the body. I focus on the body and the mind, how it's connected and how it relates to your life and stuff that's going on. So it's really good to have relieve stress and anxiety, tension in the body, in the muscles, but it's a whole package. So it's really a different, unique kind of a thing. So in my classes, when I teach yoga, I do incorporate some yoga therapy stuff in it. I do talk a little bit about noticing how your breath is, noticing how the body feels, and not just moving through the poses without being mindful. So it's really a lot of mindful meditation. So I kind of have a little eclectic practice of Buddhism, yoga therapy, and the traditional yoga poses into Hatha. I like to teach hard classes. Now I'm going to show you a plank pose and have a student demonstrate it. Janice? So we're going to actually start with a modification of plank pose. So I'm going to have Janice to come onto her knees and then flatten her toes. So now Janice is going to come down onto her hands, and then she's going to spread out her fingers nice and wide and brightly. And so we're in a modified plank pose. What we want to do is have the hips in line. We want to have the whole body in line, the spine lined up so that the head is in line with the spine. So you're going to have to bring the wrists forward a little bit and drop the hips just a bit. And so we want to have a nice alignment from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. So the head lifts up just a bit. And so when we look down, the wrists and shoulders should be lined up. And so this is a modification of a plank pose. This is a little bit easier than the full version of plank. If you have wrist issues, then another thing that's really great is to come off of the hands and make a fist like that, so that the wrists are nice and flat. So Janice's wrists are in line with her shoulder. So this is the modified version, spine lined up, head in line with the spine, shoulder in line with the wrist. Spread out the fingers nice and wide. We want a strong base of the hands and the feet whenever we're in any pose. So her feet are just relaxed in this pose, in the modified version. And so if Janice is ready to come up into the full version, then she's going to turn her toes under, and then lift her knees off the floor. So in the full version of plank, the quadriceps are engaged, the legs are engaged. The heels are isometrically pressing back away from the body. The hips are lifted, so we're in a nice alignment here, again, spine lined up. So if I had a rod here and placed it here, all of her back would be touching. Again, the wrists and shoulders are lined up, and never lock out the joints. So we want to keep a soft micro bend of the elbows, and Janice needs to rest. So sit back into Balasana for a moment, relaxing the head. Keeping that engagement of the pelvic floor in the Mula Bandha and the belly button pulled into the spine is always a really good idea.